Happy bloody New Year, everybody. Certainly the Geordies. It finishes at Old Trafford, Manchester United 0, Newcastle United 2, in a brilliant display of football in two different ways for me tonight from Newcastle United. The first half, absolutely blistering football, blew them off the planet. Should have been 4 or 5-0 up at half-time, to be honest, the way we played, the chances we created, and then the second half, a very professional display, not pushing as much as we did in the first half, just soaking up a bit of pressure, let Man United have the ball, certainly in the middle of the park, but they didn't hardly test Dubravka, and they saw the game out in a very, very professional manner, and just the way we played was just superb. Manchester United, we know, are all over the place right now. They're finding things very, very difficult. They were missing Bruno Fernandes. They were missing Ugarte. To be honest, I think had those two been playing, we still would have won the game. We were just at it from the word go tonight. Manchester United didn't know what hit them. And the chances that we created in that first half, like I say, the plan was obviously to go and blitz them first half, give it our all. High press, not let them have any time on the ball, force them into mistakes. And not only did we force them into mistakes, we forced them into a substitution after half an hour because they were all out of the shop. I felt a little bit sorry for Xerxes, actually. It's very difficult for a footballer to have to come off after half an hour of play. It just is. And it doesn't really matter who you support. But listen, I don't really care about that. What I care about is fantastic goals. You know, the first one, brilliant ball from Bruno over to Lewis Hall. Fabulous half-volley cross. Isak does the rest. Brilliant. Brilliant header. And then Gordon sends one in. Joe Linton comes off his shoulder into the back of the net. Manchester United tears all over the place. Oh, handball. It should have been disallowed. You look at that goal again, and did one single Manchester United player appeal for a handball? None of them did. None of them did. VAR also gave the ball because it was clear that it came off his shoulder. Now, you know, lower shoulder, yes, but it certainly wasn't enough to disallow the goal for handball. And you're 2-0 up, and we're absolutely cruising. Isak gets a one-on-one. Somehow, I don't know what he's trying to do with the one-on-one, guys. It just seems to be a voodoo over him at the minute with one-on-ones. He gets 4 or 5 yards away from the goalkeeper, tries to chip him, and it's a simple little back pass, really, for Onana just to collect. We've seen Isak many times cut in from that side and blasted into the far corner, which is what he should have done. But listen, who am I to say? He's scoring every single game he's on the pitch at the minute. So one-on-ones is something that maybe he has to work on in training. Eddie Howe said earlier on in the week, or the weekend, that Isak can go from strength to strength. He can get even better and better and better. And he wants to work with Isak to make him that next level player, if you like. And I think one-on-ones is probably the way to go, which will make him just out of this world. But for some reason, he just has a voodoo on him at the minute with one-on-ones. But listen, by the by, he scored a brilliant shot when he was offside. And we just kept creating, guys. You know, Lewis Hall down the left, absolutely magnificent performance again. Anthony Gordon ran his sodden socks off again. Superb performance. But listen, Dan Burn was exceptional tonight, and you have to take your hat off. Fabian Schär was good again, apart from one lapse of concentration at the end of the first half when he tried to be clever and hit a pass with the outside of his boot to Bruno, but ended up giving it straight to Man United. And Casemiro missed a glorious chance to get a goal back right on half-time. That would have been a sucker punch for us, because no way on this planet did we deserve to concede a goal in that first half. Second half, obviously, listen, Man United, Old Trafford, we know they're 2-0 down. They're 2-0 down. They are going to make a push. They have to. They can't afford not to. You know, fans were leaving the ground. There was starting to become empty seats. Manchester United had to go at us. But I thought we coped with it really well. There was a header from Harry Maguire that obviously hit the post, but I think if you look at the replay, I think Dubravka actually had that covered. I think had it been on target in the bottom corner, Dubravka's hand was there. But it doesn't matter. It didn't go in. It came back off the post. We hit the post with Tonali in the first half. And I was screaming, saying, hit it with your left. But when you look at the replay, his body shape and the way the goal was open, you could see why he took a right foot shot. Very unlucky not to score. But then the rest of the second half was just a professional performance from us. You know, when we came forward, we always looked threatening, but it was all about game management, seeing the game out, making sure that we didn't overindulge ourselves, because we've got another game coming up again away at Tottenham. That's going to be a difficult game. Again, against a very good Tottenham side, but we don't know what sort of side Tottenham are going to have on the day. You know, 1 minute they're excellent, the next minute they're terrible for 4 or 5 games. But we are on the crest of a huge wave right now. Huge wave. And you have to take your hats off to the players and to Eddie Howe. Because there was a lot of people, a lot of people wanting Eddie Howe out. And that was fair enough. You know, we were sitting 13th in the league. We were going nowhere. The football wasn't great. We just seemed to have our heads down. But ever since the players came out and said that they had a meeting away from the manager, then they had a meeting with the manager, things have changed. You can see things have changed. They're playing for the badge, they're playing for themselves, they're playing for the team, and they're playing for the manager. You can see it. And yes, I was critical of Eddie Howe. A lot of people were. I never wanted Eddie Howe to be sacked. What I did say was I wanted Eddie to turn it round and win a trophy. I really want to see Eddie Howe win a trophy with Newcastle United. You can go back and watch previous videos of me saying that. Some people on the channel wanted him out. That's fair enough. It's their opinion. But maybe, you know, a game like this and the way we played tonight, maybe it's just sort of pushed them back into, yeah, Eddie's turned it around and deserves to stay. Because if we continue to play football like this for the majority of the season, obviously we will slip up once or twice. That's just inevitable. But if we can keep this level of performance up for the rest of for the majority of the season, we are going to be right up there, guys. Right up there. The gap is so close now between 5th, 4th, 3rd, and 2nd. You know, we are right up there, battling hard. There is teams going to be around us, absolutely. But all we can do is get back on the pitch and keep getting points. And I just think that our midfield right now is... And again, this isn't reactionary. I've thought this for a while, that when they're at the best, that midfield that we have is probably one of the best in the Premier League. Because I think there's a lot of top teams would love to have Toon Army, Bruno and Joe Linton. Simple as that. They are absolutely outstanding right now. You know, they're gelling together. They know where they're supposed to be on the pitch. There's no confusion. Maybe there was a bit of confusion when Toon Army first came and Bruno and Toon Army needed to work out where they needed to be. But by God, have they done that. And done that sensationally well. And I genuinely think we have one of the best midfields in the Premier League right now. No doubt about it. When we click like that, our midfield is untouchable. And then you've got the pace of the wingers and Isak. I mean, Isak ran himself into the ground tonight. He was brilliant. And so was Gordon. Murphy, I think, was quiet going forward tonight, but he had to do a lot of defensive work. And I think he had a different job tonight than what we normally see from Jacob Murphy. But I still think he played very well. I think he was quiet going forward, but still, he worked his socks off to defend. So no complaints at all with any of the players tonight. Livramento came on for Kieran Trippier. I thought Trippier was good. Livramento was good. Everything just clicked. And when it clicks like that for us, we know that it's very, very difficult for teams to get anywhere near us on a football field. And, you know, that's all I can say. I mean, there's nothing you can pick out of that game tonight and criticise. I thought the subs were good. I thought we were excellent. You know, we did things that we needed to do on the pitch at the right times, apart from the one giveaway from Fabian Schär. But I bet you bottom dollar he got a kick up the arse from the manager and some of his teammates for that, by the way. Because we were absolutely cruising and we can't afford to switch off like that, which we've done in times prior to. But after that, I think Schär had a hell of a battle with Højlund all night. It was a brilliant battle to watch. You know, Højlund is a tough cookie. He gets stuck in. And I think Fabian did really well tonight. Bit sad that he's got the yellow card and he missed the Tottenham game. So there's an issue there for Eddie Howe to sort out as to who's going to come in. But guys, just we're on this crest of a wave, and long may that continue, because it's just fantastic, isn't it? It really is. When we play like that, which we've done now for a few weeks, let's just keep this ball rolling. Let's just keep it rolling, because we are in a very good place going into the transfer window. And potential players who want to come to Newcastle, you know, will have looked a few weeks ago and thought, 13th in the table. Now we're challenging at the top end of the Premier League. Players will want to sign, and they will want to get on board with this. So anyway, let me know, as usual, in the comments below what you thought of the game. Don't forget, tomorrow, New Year's Eve, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, 4 o'clock tea time, we will have the match review where we'll take an in-depth view of the game and, of course, give you our player ratings. So join us for that before we all start the New Year's Eve festivities. It should be a great show. But thank you very much for watching the video. If you have enjoyed it, hit the like button. And, of course, if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, please do subscribe. It is free to do so. We are now pushing to try and get to 35,000. And with your help, we can get there sooner rather than later. So thank you very much. Don't forget to hit the notification button, because that'll tell you when we upload videos such as this or we schedule in our live shows. But it is a night to go and celebrate. I know it's quite late now. What is it? Nearly 10:30 when I'm recording this. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic way to move into the new year. It finishes Man United 0, Newcastle United 2. Take care.